Sun Raes, welcome back to my channel. It's Ray. If you're new here, welcome. Today I am going to be retwisting my hair. This is a 5-day-old twist out, and it's in need of a little bit of moisture. As you can see, there are a lot of frizzy ends that are getting, you know, feeling pretty dry. So I normally would have washed my hair today, but my schedule didn't permit for it, and it's not going to permit for me to wash it tomorrow because I have somewhere to go. So I'm gonna try to refresh it, at least give it a little bit of moisture and possibly some more definition. Of course, to me, this has frizz and some definition, which I like, but I'm just gonna refresh it tonight because I don't know if I were to, you know, sleep on it again tonight, that I would actually be able to get it to look the way I want it to look tomorrow. So I'm gonna go ahead and just do that. I showed you in a previous video what I do at night if I don't need to remoisturize. If you have not seen that video, I will link it here. So you can see what I do if I don't need to remoisturize. This video is going to be showing you what I do if I do need to remoisturize, and I do feel like I need to tonight. So if I wasn't going anywhere tomorrow, I'd sleep on this tonight and then just get up in the morning and wash it. But because I have somewhere to go, I'm going to go ahead and remoisturize. So I still want to keep some length, and I don't want my hair to shrink up a whole lot, so I am not going to, you know, re-wet it a whole lot. I am going to wet the ends just a little bit, and then I'm gonna apply a little bit of Alikay Naturals Dolce Hydrating Curl Lotion. And I normally would use, to refresh a twist out, the Camille Rose Fresh Curl. It comes in a pump like this. It's called Fresh Curl, but I'm out of it, have not been able to re-up on it. So instead I'm going to use this, and because it's a curl lotion, I'm hoping it will give me a little bit more definition as well, but I don't want my hair to shrink up a whole lot. So let me just show you what I'm going to do. I basically just start in the same 4 sections that I normally work in, and I'm not going to do a whole lot of brushing and combing out this definition that I already have. I'm not going to do a whole lot of that. This is what I do. Now if this works for you, great. If it doesn't, great. But I'm just going to spray a little bit of water on my ends. That's it, just to get them a little bit damp. Then I'm going to just kind of take the water up just a little bit. I'm going to take a little, that's probably too much. 1 squirt. I think that's a lot. I'm not going to use all that. I'm going to take some of that off, set it on the top. Use that for the next one. I'm going to take a little bit, rub it in my hands, focus on the ends, and then go up. That's what I'm doing today. Now, again, I do different stuff on different days, but I'm not going to use a brush or anything on it. So I still have some definition, but my hair feels a little bit more moisturized. I'm going to separate it and just start twisting. And hopefully, because I'm doing it this way and using some light products, it'll be nice and dry tomorrow overnight, and I can take it down and go where I have to go. Now, what I am going to do is just use the dimming on my ends a little bit, just to comb those out so they'll coil a little bit better. And then I'm going to coil the ends. Okay, so there's my twist. Now this is what I'm doing because I plan on just letting this last me until tomorrow, and then I'm going to wash the next day. If you need your twist to last longer than 1 day, then you may want to do a little bit more. You may want to wet this whole section a little bit, not a whole lot, because it's not to get it wet where it'll shrink back up and all that. It's just to get a little bit of moisture in, and then you may, I'm just taking the product I had on the top, and I'm use it you may want to use more product. You may, and depending on your climate, your hair, you know, you may want to use product and then seal what I'm doing in with the oil, whatever works for you. It may be what you want to do, okay? So this is what I'm doing for me, because I don't need it to last a long time. I just need a little bit of definition, a little bit of moisture, because it's cold here, to get me through tomorrow. That's it. And enough moisture just to get through these ends. Okay, I'm gonna take a little bit of extra of this and just put it on the ends. I probably didn't need to, but I'm just being extra careful with them. And I can actually do bigger twists if I wanted to, but just doing it this way. But what I don't want to do is brush out any definition that I already had, because that's going to help me keep it. Now, me going down it and doing like this, if shed hairs come out, of course, get rid of those shed hairs. We talked about that, you know, so you don't want to leave those in your hair. You want to go ahead and get them out, so you'll have less tangles later. Okay, so that's basically what I do when I need to remoisturize. This is one of the ways. Another way, one little thing of this is spritzing my hair. Like, this is just plain water. Another way is putting some leave-in conditioner in here in the water, mixing it up, using that as the spritz, and then just retwisting. After spritzing the conditioner in water, if you want to seal it in, I would use the Alake Naturals Shea Yogurt. I've talked about that before. And seal in the moisture from the little spritz of water, or leave-in conditioner, or see that shade hair? Whatever you use to get your hair damp. It could be a curl refresher or whatever you use. If you want to seal it in, use the Shea Moisture yogurt, put that on top. That'll add some shine as well as sealing properties, and then twist it up. That works really well too. But you see my hair is not real wet, so I've still got some length to the twist. They're not real shrunken up. So I'm just going to do that all the way around my head, and I'll be back when I have it all twisted, and then I will try to come back tomorrow to show you how it looks once I take it down and fluff it out. So stay tuned.
Whenever you're down, out in the cold, faithless and dark, your story's untold. Come take my hand and walk there with me. I know a place where we can be free. There is a light shining for you, guiding your way, helping you through. And shadows and gloom are all that you see. We'll find a place where we can be free.
Okay, while I'm finishing up this side, I just wanted to go ahead and say some things that came to mind when I was doing this. So, like I said, I did 4 twists in the back on each quadrant, and I did 2 here. I probably could have made this one 2 and down here made it 3, but it doesn't really matter. If you guys don't want to take this much time, which is not taking me a lot of time at all, but if you want to do even less and you have longer hair and heavier hair and you can do bigger twist, then do chunky jumbo twist to make it even quicker for you if you wanted to. You don't have to make your twist the size that I'm doing mine so it takes a whole lot of time or anything. Make your twists the size that you feel like you can make them and still get the definition that you long for, as well as putting a little bit of more moisture in your hair. The other thing is, if you notice when I'm doing this, like I said, I'm not using a whole lot of water and I'm not using a whole lot of product. I am low porosity. I need my products to sink into my hair. I don't want them sitting on top. So, and I want it to dry quickly. So that's why I'm using just a little bit, using one pump, and I'm using a light product. So you don't see any white sitting on my hair. You see it going into my strands, soaking in. If your hair is thicker than mine or you're high porosity, you may have to take the extra step. I'm gonna put this in too. You may have to take the extra step, like I said, and instead of using a light product like this, maybe you wanna use a twisting butter, or maybe you wanna use a light product and an oil, you know, like the lock method. Maybe you wanna use a product like this, or, you know, a liquid, a light leave-in, and then seal it with the Shea Moisture like I talked about. So I just wanted to reiterate that. I don't want you guys to go, if your hair is really dry and you know it's dry, and you're high porosity and you lose moisture quickly, I don't want you to go and use these exact products and be like, oh, my hair was so dry, or that didn't work for me, or whatever. It may not. The same product. I'm just giving you tips on what I use and what I do as a technique to keep it stretched and give a little bit of moisture. But I'm using products that work for my hair. I'm not necessarily using products that work for your hair. So you need to know what products work for your hair and what you have on hand that will give you the moisture for an extra day or two or whatever, or 3. I mean, you may be trying to get a whole nother week out of yours. Maybe you want to have a twist out, you know, not wash your hair for 2 weeks. Then you would do the same, like keep your twist out a week and then remoisturize, but you will use more heavier products, thicker products, products that work for you. So I did want to reiterate that. And then again, if you want a lot more definition, you can make your twist smaller. If you want, you know, less definition, you can make your twist bigger. If you don't really care about definition, you just want the moisture, you know, do all that to your liking and it works for you. But what you don't see is the white sitting on my hair. You don't see it beating up. That's why I like this too, because it soaks in. It doesn't sit on top and beat up with a lot of stuff. Neither does the Fresh Curl from Camille Rose Naturals, which I really like. And that one I like probably a little bit more than this one, just because that one shed hairs, because that one to me gives a little bit more shine and the smell is not as strong. This does have a very strong Jolly Rancher type smell. You guys might like it. It's not bad, it's just really strong to me. So, and it lingers. So I'm going to smell this while I go to sleep. I'm probably going to smell it a little bit tomorrow. So if you're not a smell person, you may want to use something else, but I normally use that. And guys, okay, so this is all I do. And then I put my bonnet on, or I'll put a scarf on and tie it down before I go to bed. And then I'll just take these out in the morning. But as you can see, my hair, my twists look pretty juicy. My ends look pretty good. Probably need to clip them. They haven't been clipped for a while. Try not to do that, because when I get to clipping my ends, I start cutting the whole head. But anyway, yeah, this is all I do. So I will come back tomorrow once it's dried and I'm taking my hair out to go where I need to go, and I'll show you what it looks like. But yeah, this is another way that I remoisturize my hair or preserve my twist outs for a longer period of time, or whatever you want to call it. This is another thing that I do when I need moisture. When I don't need moisture, check out the video that's linked here. So that's it, guys. So stay tuned for the takedown. Okay, guys, I am back and it is the next day. And I'm gonna go ahead and just take my hair down because I am getting ready to meet my nephews for some dinner. Just me and my two nephews, my sister's sons. I'll try to get some footage. I think I'm gonna take my camera because we are calling this the Traveling Suppers Club. They came up with the name, and it's where we meet. We'll probably meet once a month to have dinner, and basically they're going to be introducing me to new foods. So after I tried oysters on my girls trip recently, they were like, oh yeah, we like oysters and all this, and then they were asking me if I ate sushi and if I ate this and that, and I'm like, not really. Now, I have tried sushi. There is a certain sushi that I had with my friend that was pretty good, and I don't remember the name of it, but I would know it if I went to that particular restaurant that we got it at. But other than that, I don't really eat it. My husband will order it every once in a while, the California roll or California something, and I've tried it and it's just okay. It's not something that I really get into. Anyway, they want to take me for sushi tonight, so they're going to get some sushi that they think I would like, and we're going to try it. I'm going to be their guinea pig. So we decided that this is something that we'll do. It allows me to spend time with them, and they get to introduce me to new foods because they eat all this fancy stuff. And I like trying new things. I don't have a problem trying new things that I've never tried before. So I'm kind of excited, kind of nervous, kind of excited, but I'm just gonna enjoy my time with them. So yeah, they called it the Traveling Suppers Club, which means we're gonna travel around to different restaurants in Indy. So far Indy, we may end up in Chicago one day, who knows? But right now we're gonna travel around to certain restaurants in Indy that I've not been to, and we're gonna try new things. So we're starting out at the Blue Sake Sushi Grill, or the Blue Sushi Sake Grill, I think is what it's called. So I think I'm supposed to have sake tonight, which I think I have had sake before, and sushi. So we're gonna see. But anyway, I wanted to just give you that background while I'm checking out these twists. So you guys saw me do these twists last night. I remoisturized them and taking it down. So my hair does feel a lot more moisturized. And it has a lot more definition too, because this Dolce Hydrating Curl Lotion is a curl lotion. It's a style lotion, so it will give you some definition. So that's why you see more definition in my hair, but my hair still has some length to it. It's not real shrunken up, and that's what I was going for. And now I'm just going to pick it. I'm not doing a whole lot because I'm just hanging out with them, so I don't have to look like spectacular tonight or anything. Just gonna fluff it a little bit, see if I can get rid of some parts. Okay guys, so this is my refreshed twist out. As you can see, it is defined, it is moisturized, and I definitely can get a few more days out of it if need be. However, I'm gonna go ahead and wash it tomorrow, but if something came up and there was an emergency and I couldn't wash it tomorrow, I definitely would feel okay, you know, making it last even another day. But what I used was the Dolce, and as you can see, it does give great definition and it does add moisture to the hair. So yeah, I'm low porosity, so I use something light, but again, you can use the same technique and use something thicker if you're high porosity, or if your hair tends to be a lot drier, or you want to seal in your moisture with an oil, you can do that. Like I said, you do what works for you. This works for me, and I got the look that I needed from it. So that's it, guys. Alrighty, so if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. Let us know down in the comment section what you use to remoisturize your twist outs. And yeah, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.